Okay, I can see people now. Okay, hello, everyone. Good evening, all of you. Good evening, all of you. Can you guys hear me? Am I audible? Everyone, please tell me. Good evening, everyone. Okay, I can see the charts now. Yes, hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Hello, Kandru. Hello, Sumed. Good evening, everyone, and I welcome back again, you guys, to Bootstrap Essentials, the second day and also the second last day of the Essentials, because tomorrow we'll be having our last session of Bootstrap Essentials, where we're going to create a pretty cool project. No assignment was received yesterday. I think it was posted on community, Mohit. So have you joined the group? The group link was yesterday, like in the chat. So if you have joined the group, you might be like knowing the assignment then, because I posted the assignment question on the group around 10 o'clock after the session. Wait, I'll show you. Wait. Let me just open the community. I'll show you the group. So if you have joined the group, wait, I'll just show you. Everyone, I'll just show you. Don't worry. I'll show you from where to get it. See, and Umang, can you please drop the group link in the chat? See, guys, if you have joined this group, this one, build websites using Bootstrap. Okay. So I have posted the assignment question there. So wait, I'll show you actually. Yep, here we go. See, if you can see it, yesterday I posted the assignment question. Here we go. See, this one, A1 assignment. Can you guys see? And Vinita is also asking, I have a doubt in height. You don't have to use any Bootstrap class to give height. You can simply give your own height. Just give your own class and try to give the height. That's how you have to give a height. Simple, simple, simple. Yes, if you have completed it, you guys can submit it. If you guys have completed it, you guys can submit it. That's great, Jesse. That's great, Fiona. That's great. Yes, you guys have to submit the assignment. Yes, and I think while filling the attendance form only, you have to submit the assignment. Okay, so not a problem. If you have not done till now, don't worry. Let's like do today's session, and after the session, you can actually submit the assignment. Is that fine, everyone, guys? So don't worry if you have not submitted it. Don't worry if you have not seen the question. Here is the question in front of you. This is also posted on the community. So if you join the group, you can actually see the assignment question, complete it, and also you can like submit it after like today's session. So not a problem at all if you have not submitted it till now. Just submit it after the session. Okay, so that's cool. That's cool. Okay, so let's get started now. So I need this browser, so I'll just close this. Yeah. So yesterday, okay, so everyone, are we ready? First of all, tell me, are we ready and excited to learn today's things? Because today we have a lot of things to do. Today we really have a lot of things to do. I'm going to show you how to create well-designed tables. I'm going to show you how to create forms. I'm going to show you how to create, how to work with text. I'm also going to show you how to work with buttons. And at the end, I'll also show you how to create basic cards. And by using all of this and whatever we learned yesterday, by using all of the things, tomorrow we'll create a really cool project. And by that, you will understand how to use Bootstrap. And I'll also show you how to actually like, see, I'm not going to teach you the whole Bootstrap because it's very big. It has like thousands of classes. Okay, even I don't remember all the classes. So the thing is that I cannot teach you all the Bootstrap, right? But I'm giving you the most important things that you need. And I also show you how to actually read that site. Okay, so if in future you get confused, like, okay, fine, I want to also learn how to create alert boxes, or I also want to learn how to create badges, I'll show you how to read that Bootstrap website, so that if you need any help, you can go on there and read the documentation. So I'll help you in understanding how to read the document on the Bootstrap website. Is that cleared? Okay, someone is asking, can you please explain the assignment? Okay, I just have to open the question again. So let me just open it again. I think I told you to create like 3 rows. Okay. In the first row, I think there were 3 elements. In the second row, I think there were 2 elements, right? Let me just read it again. I don't remember the question exactly. Let me read it again. Okay, I'll explain you. Don't worry. I'll explain you. I'll explain you the question. And today we have a lot of things to do. So guys, tell me please, everyone, are we excited? Till the time I read the question for people, everyone, please let me know. Are we excited to learn Bootstrap again? The next topics, because yesterday we finished layouting. Today we're going to see all about designing. Okay. So let me just read the assignment because few people have confusion in the assignment. So let me just read it. Okay. So I told you guys to create a full width container. That means I need a container okay, with a class of container fluid. That means because it's a full width container, it should cover the whole screen. So you guys have to use container fluid class. One thing, then you have to give it a height exactly like your screen. So for example, if your like screen height is 13 like 768, you can give 768. Or if you know CSS, you can also use 100 VH, which will make your container's height exactly same as screen's height. So I'm not going to tell you the solution. I'll tell you, you have to make the container height exactly same as your screen height, and for that you can use 100 VH. You just give height equals to 100 VH and that will work. And then I need you guys to create, okay, I need you guys to create 4 columns in the first row. So you have 4 columns, then 3 columns in the second row. That's perfect. And in third row, 2 in the third row. So 4 columns, 3 columns, and 2 columns. That's what I'm going to do. And some dummy text, not a problem. And every rows, okay, and I want you guys to, yeah, you have to move every row in the center of the container. So this is your container. You have to move everything in the center. Okay, and all the columns will have height of 150. Yes, exactly. So all the elements that you're creating inside, all the columns that you're creating will have a height of 150 pixel. Simple. A container with exactly same width and exactly same height as your screen. Then 3 rows. In the first row, you have 4 columns. Second row, 3 columns. Third row, 2 columns. All of your rows will be in center. Okay, that's what you have to do. Is that clear? And every column will have a height of 150 pixel that you have to do by writing your own CSS. Is that clear, everyone? Are we clear with the assignment question? I think someone was asking, right? Are we cleared now? Okay, I hope we are clear with the assignment question now. So I hope it is simple. Once you read it, I explained it very fast, but once you read it, you will understand the question. It's very simple question. It's not even tough. It's like really simple question. I just don't want to like give you the solution. Okay, that's why I'm just reading the question like quickly. Okay, now try to do it. It's very simple, very understandable. Okay, now for today, we'll create another file. So we'll keep this file intact, and now we'll create another file where we're going to name it components. Let's call it components because we're going to see a lot of components today. We're going to see tables, we're going to see forms, we're going to see buttons. So let's name it components.html. And normally we're not going to need a lot of CSS here, but still we'll create a file so that if needed, we can write some more CSS, some of our own CSS. Okay, so if only if needed. Column are also in center? No, Chandresh, you don't have to move columns in center. No, only all the rows centered vertically. Okay, that's what I want. And yesterday I showed you flexboxing, right? By using that you can do it. So I'm again giving you a hint, guys. Yesterday I showed you flexboxing, right? So you have to use one of the classes and you can make it center easily. So I hope it is clear to you guys now. Okay, so I'm creating this CSS file and we're not going to use it a lot, but still I'm creating it because we'll write few more things. So components.css. Okay, now let's write the HTML and let's link it. So HTML, here we go. I'll increase the font size for you. And I hope everyone can see it now. So I've increased the font size and let's give a title of components. We don't need this meta tags, but yeah, we surely need the Bootstrap link. And you guys know where to get it, right? You can simply go on getbootstrap.com, get the CSS link, or you already have it. You can simply get it from here, from your last file. You can get it from here. Copy this, go in here and paste it. And we also have our own CSS, right? We're also going to link that. So link relation equals style sheet and href equals components.css. That's cool. Okay, so now everything is linked and now we can start. And now guys, if you guys know Bootstrap, you might be knowing this, but if you don't know, a lot of surprises are coming for you. Because if you have if you have only did HTML and CSS, you know how hard it is to style tables, how hard it is to style forms. Like it's not very hard, but how struggling it is. You have to give proper classes, you have to give proper widths and heights and everything. Now you're going to see the Bootstrap in action. Not the responsive one, but the designing one. Yesterday we saw what Bootstrap does for responsiveness. Today we're going to see what Bootstrap does for designing, how Bootstrap helps you in designing your element. And whatever, like if you want to style a table in the perfect way, maybe you write around 10 to 15 lines of code. right? Maybe you write around 20 to 50 lines of code to style your table perfectly. Today you will see, to style your table, you're simply going to use 2 or 3 classes. You're not going to write even a line of CSS. That's where Bootstrap is going to help you. Okay, so let's start. So first of all, let's create a simple container. Okay, so a simple div, and let's give it a class of container. Okay, that's cool. And now let's create a table inside this container. Oh, first of all, I want to give an h1. So let's say let's something like anything like I don't know what kind of data we should have. Let's have Avengers. This is the only thing I can think of every time if I get confused. Hi Om Prakash, hi buddy. Okay, so I have an h1, and after this I'm going to create a table in which I'm going to fill all the Avengers. So table, I hope everyone knows tables. I really hope that everyone is from HTML and CSS, so everyone knows what is a table and how to create it, right? So inside this, I'm going to have a T head, and inside that, I'm going to have my first row in which I'll give all my titles. So simple, tr, and then inside that, I'm going to use th. Let's name it. Let's give it like name. Okay. Let's then have it like and not country. Let's simply have planet. Okay. And let's have like weapon, and let's have something called as age, and that's fine. Let's have something called as father, because Avengers fathers are also really powerful, right? So let's include them just for information. That's all. Okay, now you guys are going to help me in this. Everyone, you guys are going to help me in this. Okay, so you guys are going to tell me the names of the weapons and the fathers. If you know, if you don't know, not a problem. If you don't watch all of this, not a problem. Okay, so till the time I create it, till the time I create everything, you guys can tell me the name of the Avengers. Everyone, come on. Everyone, come on, tell me what Avenger should I fill here? Really fast. So the first one I'm filling, all the other ones you're going to tell me. So I'll have this, then I'll take planet as Asgard. Come on, everyone, help me in this. Is TD and TH same? Yeah, almost same. But the thing is, TH is for heading cells and TD is for normal data cells. Is that cleared, Vasudevan? Is that cleared? So TH and TD are almost same. It's just TH is like a heading cell. It makes the text bold, and TD is like normal data cell. Okay, so weapon will be slash storm breaker if you have seen Endgame and Infinity War. And then finally, age will be like around 1500, and the father will be Odin. Cool. Okay, yeah, guys are giving here all the names. Yep. So let's go, let's copy this and let's paste one more. So let's take Iron Man, Earth. His weapon is his armor, so we'll put armor. Then age, I don't know, maybe around 43, something like that. And father is Howard. More. What is T head? It's for heading, Raviraj Singh. If you have learned HTML, the first row, the heading row that we want to put, we put it in T head. Okay. So basically, like if you want to include something in the heading part, you put it in T head, and body part mainly contains the data. So T head part contains heading and body part contains the data. That's how the formation of table works. Is that cleared? No, 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 no. I have not written it by mistake, Divya. No. TH is also there. TH and TD both are for creating cells, but what you create with TD looks normal. What you create with TH looks bold. So for heading purposes, you don't use TD. Normally, like you can use TD, but normally you go for TH for heading purposes. So it's not a mistake, Divya. Okay, TH is there. TH is there in tables. Okay, let's put one more. Let's give it like yep. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, let's put captain. Now I don't know captain's father's name, so I'm gonna keep it blank for now. He's again from Earth. The weapon is his shield. Let's put that thing here. Age is around 107 or something like that. And then finally, okay, for now I'm just gonna put 3 Avengers. In future, we'll also add it. Don't worry about it. So I'll just put blank here. Okay. Yep. Okay. Let's put one more. That's final one. Something is giving us a hint of putting Black Panther. So let's put Black Panther. It's mistaken, sir. TH at the age father name. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay, Divya. I think now I got it. Okay. Okay. Finally. Thank you. Okay. I thought you were asking about this, the first TH. Okay. Okay. That was the mistake. Okay. Yes. 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 I just got it now. I thought I wrote TD there. Okay. Okay, so they were pointing out the correct one. I thought she was telling me about the heading th. Okay, I got it. Not a problem. Thank you so much, Divya. Thank you so much, Saurabh. So let's put TD everywhere. And the last one. Okay. TD, 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 TD. And finally, let's put Black Panther, the last one for our case. So Black Panther. Earth is fine. Now, yeah, let's simply put like Vibranium Tech. Not only suit, he has a lot of things. So Vibranium Tech is all his power. And age might be around 35, something like that. And father is T'Chaka. Okay, fine, guys. Everyone, let's move. Let's move ahead. Now, let's save it and let's run this file. Okay. And let's see how it is looking right now. Everyone, please focus. Let's see how it is looking right now. So, copy the path, go in your browser, and everyone, please focus now. Cool. So now inside my container, you can see it's in the right side. That means it's inside the container. So inside the container, we have a table which is not looking that good, but fine. Still looking cool, still looking fine, readable, but not that good. Now, if you want to give borders, if you want to give padding, if you want to give height, if you want to arrange it like horizontally, if you want to give width, you have to write a lot of CSS. And all of that thing is solved by Bootstrap. Now see guys, see how it is looking now. And now see, you simply give it a single Bootstrap class. So go in your table tag, give it a class of table. Now this class is provided by Bootstrap. This class here is provided by Bootstrap, and now see what it is doing. Let's give it a class of table and now see. Here we go. Can you see that? A lot of things are already done. Can you see that, everyone? A lot of things are already done for you. You have like a width 100%, and then you have some padding, then you have some height. The data is arranged properly, and you can see the headings getting bold. So everything is done for you. That's what this table class is doing for you. A single class done. Don't worry, Saurabh. Yes, I'm going to put everything. Don't worry. I'm going to teach everything. Don't worry, buddy. Don't worry. So this is one class that is solving everything for you. It's making your table good looking. But now this is not enough. You have a lot of different classes as well. Now see what you can do. You also have a class of table striped. What it does is, see, it makes your table striped. So now all the alternate rows will have a gray color. All the alternate rows will have a gray color. That means basically you can easily identify, right? So if you want to do this again, you have to write that nth child odd, nth child even, and then give background color gray. Solved. Simple. Table striped. Done. You also have few more classes. See, you also have this table over. If you add this, you can do this. See. Now, if you go on any row, you can see that row is highlighted. If you go on any row, that row is highlighted. Okay, you can see it. And let me just open the inspect. I'll just make it a little smaller. It's like really big. And let me just remove this. Yeah. So that's fine. Cool. See, everyone. It is highlighted. You can, if you just go on anyone, it is highlighted. So that's what table hover is doing it for you. So first, the main class is table, then table stride, then table hover. Now you can see I don't have borders in between. By default, they don't give you borders in between. So what you can do, you have one more class for that. Don't use all the classes, use it according to your needs. Okay. So you also have a class of table bordered. Just give this class and see what happens. Now you can see your table is bordered. You can see the lines everywhere. So now your table is bordered. Have you updated class table in CSS file? Mayuresh Gajalwar, which class table? Which one? In our CSS file, we have not written any CSS yet. So nope, We don't need to do that, right? Okay. Right now we are only working with the Bootstrap classes. So these are all the classes that you can basically write on tables. Now there are much more classes, but these are the basic and the important classes that you can use. Is that clear, everyone? Are we clear with this? So no CSS, you don't have to care about the height, you don't have to care about the width. If you want to simply style it, just go on and do it. Simple. Are we cleared, everyone? Guys, are we clear with this? Please tell me. I will also show you some common colors, how to put common colors here. But are we clear with this? Everyone? Please, everyone, let me know. Are we clear with this? I think the charts are a little late today. Okay, now I can see your chat. That is really cool. That is really cool. Now see, there are now guys. Now this is one thing that you have to remember in Bootstrap. Now you have to like understand this thing. Okay. See, everyone. In Bootstrap, what they have done is they have gave you some general colors. They have gave you some general colors that you can directly use. Like for example, there are a lot of colors in the world, and according to your needs, you can use any colors. Which has a better framework, Bootstrap or Tailwind? I think both are fine. A lot of people are using both, but according to me, like I personally use Bootstrap a lot. So I personally use Bootstrap a lot, so I prefer it because I have used it from the start. So, but both are good. I feel according to me, both are good. Now, like because a lot of people are nowadays are going for Tailwind CSS as well. But personally, for me, I use Bootstrap a lot. Okay. So everyone, I was on the point where I was explaining you that Bootstrap has given a lot of general color classes. Like, see, they know that there are a lot of colors in the world and you can use any color in your website. But they have given a set of colors to you. So if you want to use any color from that set, you can use it because those are general colors. Those are the most used colors normally for things like error display, for things like message display, right? Those are the general colors that are there. Okay. So they have given you classes so that you can use those general colors directly without writing background color or border color or doing anything. You can use those general colors. Okay. So they have given you 6 or 7 general colors that you can normally use. But if you want something other than that, you have to write your own CSS. Okay. So they have given you a set of colors and they have given classes so that you can use those classes and apply those colors. But if you want any color other than that from that set, then you have to like write your own CSS. So now I'm going to show you what are those set of colors that you have here. And remember the class names because they are same everywhere. Whether you want to color a button, whether you want to color a text, whether you want to color a what do you call table, whether you want to color anything, classes are same everywhere. So now focus on the classes. And those are general colors, normal colors, most commonly used colors. So now let's see how to color our table by using those classes. Okay. So you have one more class named table, and then you have something called as success. Now, you know, success, basically for success, they have given us green color. So if you write table success, you'll have a good green colored theme on a table. So they have just given you this success. Okay. So it is matching the green because success matches green. So they have given you a success class if you want a green color. Remember, success for green. Okay. If you want, you also have something called as danger for red. So if you want a red theme table, you can go for this. Okay. Danger. So remember the classes success and danger. We're going to use it a lot in future. So remember the classes success for green, danger for red. If you want a bluish theme, you can go for primary, like this bluish theme that you have here. You're going to understand a lot about it in future when we go for buttons, but right now just try to remember the colors. Success, I'll write it here actually. Success is green. Okay. Then I'll write danger is red. These are the classes, guys. So remember it. Then you have warning, which is going to be, I think, kind of yellow. Okay. Then you also have primary, which is simply blue. Not exactly blue, but the shade of blue. Then you also have, you also have something called as secondary. It's like primary, you also have secondary. Secondary will give you like a grayish theme. So it's related to gray. So basically, secondary is nothing but gray. Okay. So remember these classes, guys. Just remember the success, danger, warning, primary, because they so much relate to their colors. Danger is red. Yes, exactly. Success, green. Warning, yellow. Primary, blue. Secondary, gray. That's how you're going to remember it, everyone. Now in tables, we normally don't use a lot of colors. I just wanted to show you that's why I like just wrote this, but you're not going to use a lot of colors in tables. We normally keep tables normal. Okay, but yes, colors are required when you write text. Colors are required when you create buttons. And that's why I showed you these set of colors. Is that clear, everyone? And now we're going to use it on different ways. But everyone, are we cleared with the table formation? Now you have some more classes, but that you can see, because now you know the basics and now you know how to create table and how to start giving classes. There are a few more classes that you can watch out for. You can read it yourself and you can apply it on tables, but these were the main classes. So everyone, are we clear with the table formation? Guys, please tell me, are we cleared with the table formation, everyone? Okay, at the end today I'll also show you how to read that document, and by reading that you can simply understand what else are the what classes we also have other than this, and how to apply it. You can easily understand, but this is just like a startup for beginning. This much is enough if you know about tables. Okay, so that was tables, and now let's move ahead and let's go for something called as buttons. And buttons are one of the most easiest things to create if you're working with Bootstrap. How to know about the classes in Bootstrap? One thing is, you remember a lot of classes. Like these classes, I remember it because I have used it. And how to remember, it's just up to you. You keep using them, you will remember it. You stop using them, you will forget them. Okay, and then you again go on the documentation, you read it, and you can again use them. So it's just you have to go and read the document, or you have to learn it from somewhere. Like right now you're learning from me and you're trying to understand, right? Okay, fine, there is a success class, there is a table class. That's how you're going to remember it. So keep using it and you'll remember it. Is that cleared? Ashwin is asking, so Bootstrap is kind of WordPress? No, Bootstrap and WordPress are completely different. No, Bootstrap and WordPress are different. Bootstrap is just a way of applying CSS. WordPress is like a CMS. It creates complete websites, the back end, front end, everything. Okay, Bootstrap is just a way of applying CSS. That's it. No logic, nothing. Just a way of applying CSS. So no, don't compare both of them. Bootstrap is different. WordPress is different. Is that cleared? Ashwin, are we cleared? WordPress is completely different. Okay, cool, perfect. Now guys, let's move ahead and let's see buttons. So let me create a simple button. And now you know if you want to style a button, you have to give a lot of padding and then font color, then borders and everything. Now see, you don't have to do anything from that. Now I'm going to show you the simplest classes that you can use. So let's simply right click here. Now see how it is normally looking. Bootstrap is like someone has wrote CSS for you and you're simply using the classes. That's it. Bootstrap is like someone has wrote CSS for you and you're simply using classes. That's it. Yes, Dharmendra, you're correct, buddy. Exactly. So Raviraj, are you understanding? Bootstrap is like there is a lot of CSS already written for you and you're simply using the classes. That is it. Okay. Now guys, let's move ahead. So I've created a button. Okay, and I have given it a click text. And now let's see first of all how it is looking. You can see it's a normal button. Very lame, simple. You have borders, blank text, and everything. I'll zoom it for you. So guys, can you see it, everyone? Okay, normal button, blank. Now let's style it. So now there are two classes that you normally have to use with buttons. Okay. The first class that is very important when you're working with button is BTN, because this class is responsible for giving it height, width, padding, and font and everything. Okay. So BTN class is the class that is important, the most important, because this is going to give it the padding, the font size, the border radius, and everything. So save it and see. Yes, you can. Why not, Smith Chauhan? You can download the CSS file and you can copy CSS from Bootstrap. Not a problem. You can always. And here we go, guys. Can you see it? Now you can't see it because it is not having a color. But height, width, border radius, and everything is applied. Height, width, border radius is applied. You just can't see it because it's not having a color. And now you guys tell me, what are the classes that we can use to give colors? Everyone, we just learned it, right? Primary, success, danger, and everything. And again, on buttons, we're going to use them. But when you work with buttons, you have to give it like this. BTN, primary. So for table, it was table primary. For buttons, is it BTN primary? That's it. Save it, and here we go. Can you see a blue color button, everyone? All the CSS saved. No need to give height width, no need to give border radius, no need to give padding. You did nothing. You simply gave classes. That's all. Okay, let's like remove, like increase the text a little. Let's like click here like this so you can see the buttons properly. Now, totally up to you. So BTN class gives it the padding, gives it the font size, gives it the border radius. Primary class is simply giving it the color. And if you want to change the color, you can simply do it. Every time should we have to use class name as BTN for button? Yes, yes, yes. Stevinjas, yes, buddy. Yes. Don't worry about the margin, Nikhil. We'll do it. Right now, we're just understanding how to create buttons, how to manage them and all. We'll learn all about it tomorrow when we create the project. If I'm clicking on the button which has no, yeah, that's the shadow that is having. I think that's the outline color. Yeah, so that's normal. That's normal. It is how by default it is working. If you want to remove it, you can write your own CSS. Simple. Is that clear, Fiona? That's the default behavior of the button class. Okay. Now let's see all the colors. So you also have a color of. Now, guys, I'm going to show you all the colors. Okay. Secondary. Let's see how it is looking. Here we go. That's how secondary looks. See it? That's how secondary looks. Then you have success, which you obviously know now. That is nothing but the green color, a shade of green. Here we go. Then you have danger, which will simply give it a red. We know that. Okay. Then you have warning. Here we go, kind of orangish yellow. I told you yellow, but it's kind of orangish yellow. Okay. Then you have just like signal actually, green, orangish, and your red. Okay. Okay. Now you also have something called as dark. If you want a black button, like a dark button. So if a dark, here we go. And finally, you also have one more that is light. So you can simply go here and put up light. And here we go. So these are all the button colors that you can simply use in your Bootstrap. So everyone, are we cleared? And see, guys, the hover effect is also applied on them by default. You don't have to write any CSS to apply hover effect as well. You can simply apply this. So these are the general colors that people mostly use. That's why they have given some classes to use these colors. But for any other colors, if you want to give your own color, for that, you have to write your own CSS. These are the general colors. So they know that these are the colors that people mostly use. Either they go dark or light. They mostly use blue or gray. And they mostly for errors, they use green. Mostly for success messages, they use green. Mostly for error messages, they go for red. So according to their thinking, these are the general colors. That's why they have given some classes for these. But for all the other colors, they have not given classes. For all the other colors, you have to write your own CSS if you want to give your own custom color. Yes, exactly, Smith. That is nothing but the nickname of the color. Like we understand if it is success, it's green. On the web, if it is error, it's danger, it's red. So that's how they have given the name. Is that clear, everyone? Is that clear? Saurabh, disabled buddy is not a color. Disabled is not a color. Disabled is like what you perform on the button. So basically, you can make a button disabled by using the disabled attribute. It's normal HTML. There is no color like disabled. So you can have like disabled here and see now that button is disabled. You can see now the blue has like, it's softened up a bit. Now it's like a grayish shade on the blue because that button is disabled. You cannot click on it now. Okay, you cannot click on it. So disabled is the attribute that you use to disable a button. It's normal HTML. Okay, so these are all the buttons. Now they have also given you some sizes in buttons if you want to use it. So they have also given you this BTN-LG. Like if you want a big button, if you have a like big screen website, see now it's a big button. So you can also use BTN-LG if you just want a big button. That's all. So they have like, they are getting you covered from all the sides. If you want to create normal button, go for BTN. If you want to create big button, go for BTN-LG. Okay, so that's how you can go for it. I think you also have BTN small. Let me just check. Yes, you also have BTN SM. Now it's a small button. So they have actually got you covered. Okay, they have actually got you covered from all the sides. So medium button is by default. You can get small button. You can get large button. That's how it works. So everyone, are we cleared with buttons? And now I think we have understood the colors, right? Primary, secondary, success, danger, warning, dark, light. You can check it. Why not? See, even I don't remember all the classes because I remember what I use. So you don't have to remember everything. You have the documentation, but there's no, there's nothing like excess actually. I don't think there's anything like excess. Let me see. No, there's nothing like excess. No. Let me see Excel. No, there's also nothing like Excel. Nope. These are the three classes that you can go for: Btn LG, Btn SM, and by default, it's a medium button. Okay, everyone, are we cleared? Are we cleared, everyone? Are we cleared with the buttons and are we cleared with the colors? Do we have anything to ask here, everyone? Are we cleared with buttons? Sir, please let me know about attendance. If we put attendance in Let's Upgrade site, that is enough, right? We again no need to fill the form, right? No, once you have put your attendance by using the form, you don't have to like fill it again. So only once, that's it. Okay, Sujal is also here. I remember you, Sujal, buddy. I remember you. I remember your name. Okay. Now, guys, let's move ahead. Let's move ahead and let's see the last thing, like the second last thing before we move on to cards. Let's see the second last thing for today, that is how to work with forms. So now we have covered tables. Now we have covered buttons. And now let's move on to forms and let's see how easy it is to style forms in Bootstrap. Okay. And for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to comment these out so that they don't disturb us. So I'm simply going to comment this out. Okay, so let's comment this out so that the code will be there when I share the file with you, but we're not going to see the output. Okay, so I'm simply going to comment everything up. Now that you know the colors, I don't think we need this. So I can simply remove it. Save it. Now completely plain. Now let's start creating the form. Okay, not the form actually. Let's see how to actually style your input fields, because you don't style a form, you style the input fields that the user fills, right? So let's do that. Okay, so now guys, let's move on and let's see how to style your form. And we normally don't style form. We style what? We style the input fields that the user fills. So let's see how to style the input fields. And it's going to be really, really, really simple. Okay, so now let's do it. So let's simply write a form, not a problem. Let's write the tag, doesn't matter in this case. Simply write the tag. And now the first thing that you can do here is you can create a tag. Okay, just like put a div, and inside that, what you can do is create an input field. So input, let's put type as text and anything like placeholder, enter name, and that's it. I feel. Let's see how it is looking right now. So here we go. By default, it looks like this. Normal input field that you create with HTML. Simple. Even this is not how it looks when you create it with HTML. When you create it with HTML, it looks very normal. This is not how it looks. So there are some things already applied on it, but we can make it look much more better. So by default, Bootstrap is doing something with it, because when you create it using normal HTML, it looks a little different than this. So by default, Bootstrap is doing something on it, but you can make it look more better by doing this now. So now you have a class of something called as form-control. Form control that you can give to your input element if you want it to look good and it to have a width, a proper width. And let me also give it a class actually. Let me give it a class to the div so that I can give a height and width to it. So let me give it a class of input-container. It's my own class, guys. It's not a Bootstrap class, okay? It's my own class because I'm going to write some CSS for it. So input container. And here I'm going to write it. And I'm simply going to give it like a width of, actually no need to do it. There's no need of doing it. But I need to do something else. I want to give it like a padding. A padding from all the sides of 30 pixels. That's what I'm going to do. That's it. Okay. Now let's move ahead. Let's see after form control how it is looking. And here we go. Can you guys see it, everyone? Now it's having a good height. Okay, a good width and a proper border radius. The placeholder is having a proper indent from the start. And when you just go focus on it, you simply get a good looking box shadow. So all this is done just by using this form control class. All the styling is by default done for you. In CSS, why we use dot before the class name? Because that's how CSS understands that this is a class selector. So when you go for tag name, you simply write the tag name. When you want to use class name, you have to write dot. And when you want to use ID, you have to use hash. That's the CSS way of understanding that, okay, fine, this is a class, this is a tag, this is the ID. So that CSS can identify which kind of selector it is. Is that clear, Raviraj? That's the syntax. Raviraj, are we clear with this? Okay, cool. So everyone, can you see the input field is looking good by just applying a single class? If you want to do it with normal CSS, you have to give height, you have to give width, you have to apply focus box shadow. Okay, you have to apply text indent, you have to write a proper font family. Everything is done by just using a simple class called form control. That's it. Now, let's see all the other tags as well. So this will work for almost all input elements, guys. This will work, form control will work for almost all kinds of input fields. For example, if you want to go with email, you can go for email as well. So form control will almost work for all the elements. So you can just go for like enter email. See, okay, I think I have given a lot of padding. Let me just remove few padding. So let's say top, bottom, top, right, bottom, left, right. So let me just give it like 30 pixel, 10 pixel. Okay, no, I want vertically 30. Sorry, from left and right, I want 30. So I'll put it here. But from top and bottom, I only want 10. So I'll put it here. And that's fine. So that's how I want it. So enter name, enter email. So basically, this is the vertical padding, top and bottom. This is the horizontal padding, left and right. Okay, that's cool. Okay, perfect. So now, see, form control also works for email field. No problems at all. Works perfectly fine. Okay, cool. Now, yes, I just wanted to show you one more thing. You can also give something called as labels. So you can have like a label tag. Okay, inside that you can write enter name. And if you want to connect this label with this input field, what you have to do, you know that if you have worked with HTML, you know this, how to connect a input label and input field. The spacing is more in between tags, making it formal would be good. Don't worry, Suchil. Don't worry, buddy. Don't worry. That's fine. That's fine. The spacing in tags is fine for right now because everyone is right now understanding how to code. They will learn it over time. Don't worry about it, buddy. Right now, the spacing is just for people so that if people are watching mobile, they can easily differentiate between the tags and they can read it. Okay. And here you are, Sujal being perfect Sujal from all the sessions, buddy. But that's fine. Okay. So now, guys, let's see how to actually connect your label and input field. Okay, so for that, it's really simple. First of all, you have to give an ID to your field. So let's give an ID like name. And then here you have to go and write for, and you have to write for which element you're connecting. Like this label is connected to which element. So here you have to write the ID for name. And now if save it, you have the label as well as this. And if you click on the label, this is also highlighted. That's how your label and this are connected. If you click on the label, here we go. That's how it is connected. Is that clear, everyone? Are we cleared? So now this is your label and simple. Here you can also give it a label. So let's give a label here as well. Label and enter email. And again, give it an ID. So ID, email, and put up for email. So that what happens if we don't give attribute for label, then it will not be connected to your input field. See, what is the reason of for is this. So even if I don't click on the input field, see, if I click on the label, it will directly focus on the input field connected to it. So that is what that for is doing. Is that cleared, Sapna? That is what that for is doing. So that's why, like, if you give labels, you connect it with input fields. So even if the user clicks on the labels, the field is highlighted so that you can understand that this label is connected to this field. Is that cleared? Sapna, I hope it's clear now. Okay, perfect. Now, so form control will mostly work for all the input fields. But now, let's see, what if I want to have a select box? I'm daily doing HTML and CSS, but still I'm not upgrading it in a better way. What should I do? Step Ninjas, you should start creating things. If you're daily doing it, you should start creating templates. you should go on the website, try to find the web page template and try to create it. That's how you get better at creating websites. That's how you get better at creating designs. So whatever you understand, whatever you know, you have to try to implement it. So whatever you have learned till now, just go on and try to create templates. Keep creating as much templates as you can, and that's how you can improve in your design. Okay. How to create padding? It's simple. You can give a class and like just give it a padding. So I think you can give your own class to the label, or maybe let's see if we have a Bootstrap class for label. Let's see. Do we have it? No, we don't. So what you can give it, you can simply go here and put up dot label and simply give it again a padding bottom of 10 pixel, or maybe 5 is enough, I feel, in this case. So just give 5 pixel, and here we go. See, now that padding is here. Is that cleared? So never hesitate of by like in writing your own CSS. If you're using Bootstrap, that doesn't mean you cannot write your own CSS. Always feel good about writing your own CSS in between. So that's how you can do it. Simple. So now, see, simplest. Okay, is that cleared? Cool. Now guys, let's move ahead. Now form control will work for almost all kind of input fields, almost all kind of text fields. But now what if I have a select field? Do we have a class for that as well? So let's see that as well. Okay, so let's again create a div which will get us padding. So class input container, and let's have a label for it again. So label would like for, and let's create anything like country. Give it a class of label. That's my own class. And now let's create a select box. So we know how to create a select box, right? Select, give it an ID so that it can connect to the label. So give it an ID of country. And now let's start creating the options. So option, and this will be by default selected. Okay, so let's give it like select country. Oh, sorry. Country, and you can just put here options like India, and then let's simply go for like Australia. Okay, now save it and let's see it. First of all, see, it is looking very normal. So do we also have a class for the select box? Yes, we do have a class. And yes, we forgot to put a label text here. So select country. I'm facing in colors. Please, can you give me suggestions? I'm good in Bootstrap, but I'm facing. So like you're facing some problems in the colors. Okay, not a problem. Okay. So see, to work with colors, Chandan, I will tell you one thing that what you can do is, let me just read the chats. Actually, I think questions are coming really fast. Okay. Okay. So if you want to like become good with colors, is again, the best thing will be to try templates. That's how your mind will receive colors. So what you can do is try to see a lot of designs. You have a sites like Dribble, you have sites like Behance. You can go on sites like this, see their templates. A lot of designer put good templates over there, and that's where you can receive different kind of colors. Okay, from that you can understand, okay, fine, it's a website like this and they're using this color, I should also try it. And then you can try the variants of that colors. So right now, don't think of like thinking colors for your own. Right now, try to see colors. Okay, so try to see templates and see which kind of colors they are using for which kind of websites. Okay, so a lot of designer post free templates on Dribble and Behance. Go there, try to see their designs. You'll understand what colors they're using. Try to use these colors in your website. And then once you like create a lot of templates, your mind will be like better at understanding which colors to use at what time. And then you can actually start using your own colors. So it will come by practice. And also, if you want one more option, there's a site called Coolers. You can go there and it generates really cool color palettes for you. So you can generate a color palette, pick one that you like, and you can start using it. So you don't have to think of colors actually. Okay. What do you mean for template? When I say template, it's like a mock-up, a website's, like for example, like this. Let me just show you. If you guys are getting confused in this, I'll show you. Website template mockup. So let's say we go on images. So something like this. See, something like this. This is what you call as a website template. See, so the image form, the thing that we create before creating the website, the Photoshop file, the image for that website that we submit to the client, that is what we call as template mockup, or you can call it template, or you can call it a mockup. It's a mockup design. So it's a design that we create on Photoshop before writing the actual code that we submit to the client. If the client agrees, then we create the website. Okay, is that clear? Is that clear? Okay, that's perfect. Now guys, let's go ahead and let's see how the select is looking. Okay, first of all, see, it is looking really normal. Okay, now what you can do here is you have a class of form hyphen select to style this. So you can select here, and here we go. See, now it is also styled perfectly. Is that clear, everyone? Guys, are we clear with this? So form control for basic input fields and form select for select boxes for drop down list. Is that clear, everyone? Okay, and don't worry. See, guys, always remember, like if you're becoming a designer, or if you're a budding designer, remember it. Always remember it. Colors and designs are one of the most important things for you, and you cannot think of them directly. You have to practice. So colors and designing ways always come in your mind when you practice a lot of it. Like when I used to design, I think I designed around 100 templates. And after that, I started creating my own website. So I practiced around 100 templates before starting my designing career. So that's what you can also do. You guys can actually go on and create a lot of templates. And from there, your mind will automatically pick up how design ideas, and your mind will automatically pick up colors. So if you're a budding designers, create as many templates as you can. Create as many templates as you can. Okay, that will also help you to understand designing better. That will also help you to think of components better and how to arrange things, and that will also help you to understand colors better. Okay, why select country is not default? Okay, I have wrote selected everywhere because I copied and pasted it. Yeah, and here we go. Now it is default. Okay, because I copied and pasted it, right? So I mentioned selected everywhere. So now I only mentioned selected country, selected in selected country, and that's cool. So that was just a mistake, not a problem at all. Is that clear? So I just copied and pasted it, right? So that's fine. Can we change the font? Why not? Why not? You can give a class and go for and change the font family. This is the by default font family that is coming. You can change the font family. Why not? See, guys, I'm telling you from the start, when you're using Bootstrap, it's not like that you cannot use your own CSS. You can override each and every property of Bootstrap. You can write your own CSS. Is that clear? But if you're overriding everything, then what is the need of Bootstrap? Okay, so use few things from Bootstrap and try to also embed your things in that if you don't like anything that is coming from Bootstrap. How can we change the font size? How can we change the font size, color, family of options of select element? How can we change the font size? Why not? You can do it. You can simply do it. You can like just give it a class. You can just give it a class here. Just go on and just change it. Simple. Normal CSS. Just give this a class. Okay. Go in your own CSS and write whatever font family you want, whatever font color you want. Simple. So any free websites for free templates? I'll tell you one site that I like a lot. Whenever I want to think of design ideas, I go to this site, Template Monster. This is one of my best sites that I like to visit. So you can go on this site, okay, and here they have a lot of paid templates. Don't buy them, just open them and practice them. Okay, so see, these are a lot of templates here. So open any one of it and try to create it. Try to practice it. Try to create it by your own designing ways. So like these are all not free. Okay, I think few of them are free and a lot of them are paid. Just go there and try to create, try to imitate it. Is that clear? So this is one of the best sites that I visit normally when I want to have design ideas. Template Monster. It has like thousands and thousands of templates. So depending on your need, search which kind of template you want to create. It will give you options. If it is free, that's fine. If it is paid, don't buy it. Just open it and try to create it. But only for practice. Remember it, guys. Remember what I'm saying. Only for practice. Don't actually imitate and try to like sell it in. Okay? Change it everything. Change everything. Create your own then. Only for practice you can copy it. Only for practice. Is that clear? Okay? So you can just come here and try to practice everything. Okay. So guys, are we clear with this? Can we move ahead now? Can we move ahead, everyone? Okay. So now we have covered input fields. We have covered selects. Now let's cover what? Check boxes and radio buttons because we have not covered it. So let's cover check boxes and radio buttons. And everyone else, are we clear with this? Everyone else, are we clear with this? Okay. Now guys, let's move ahead and let's see how to work with check boxes and radio buttons, how to style them. Okay, how to style them. Sapna, what is your doubt, buddy? Sapna, Hans, do you have any doubt here? Is there any template website that we can copy and paste their code to learn more? I think no. See, if you just go on Google, then you can get a lot of free templates. Actually, you can download them if you just simply go on Google. Sites like Template Monster and bigger sites like this, they don't like give you everything for free. They pay, like they charge for everything. Okay, not pay, they charge for everything. Okay, they have paid templates. But if you go on Google, a lot of people post free templates, so you can download templates from there. Is that cleared? Okay. Sapna, I think you have to write your question again, buddy, because that's like gone up. So you have to write your question again. What is your doubt? I know how to change font, but problem is for option element, it's not applying using CSS. Is there a Y class or any other way specifically for option in select? No, I think if you write it for select element, it will work for all the options. If you write it for select element, it will definitely work. It will work. Okay. So now guys, let's move ahead. Okay. And let's see how to style the checkbox and radio button. Everyone please focus. Okay. So let's again create a div. Let's give it a input container again. And let's go here. You can again simply give it a label. So you can go for a label here. So like label, then for anything like for agree. Let me name it agree. Doesn't matter. So just for like, okay, I agree. Just a text. That's it. And let's create a checkbox. So input type checkbox. Okay. And let's see first of all how it is looking by default. Sir, what about a backend development course? Yes, we're going to launch it soon. We are going to see, we have everything in our advanced sessions, but for YouTube, we are also going to launch some backend essentials course soon, Node.js essentials course really soon. So don't worry about it, buddy. Don't worry about it. Dilip, don't worry about it. Yes, if you want to learn it in deep, in our advanced sessions, we teach everything. Okay. So everyone, here we go. So now by default, your checkbox looks like this. Still, it is looking good. It is not looking that bad, but you can make it look more better by using some classes that are available in Bootstrap. So what class you can give here is you can use this. Sir, issue of Sapna Hans looks like genuine. So Sapna, what you can do is see. First of all, I would see, I cannot see your code, right? So even I want to try it first. So what you can do, Sapna, what you can do here is we have the group in the community, right? So you can post your question there and you can also post your code there and I'll solve it for you. Will that be fine, Sapna? See guys, if you have any coding issues, the problem is I cannot see your code. So I cannot solve it from here, right? So the best thing will be anyone, if you have any code issue or if you're trying something and it's not working, what you can do is you can post it in our group. You guys have joined the group, right? That group is for this purpose only. Go on that group, post your question, post a screenshot and I'll solve it for you. Is that cleared? Okay. So now guys, the class that you have here is form hyphen check. We have form hyphen check class. Group, Smith Chauhan, the group, the Bootstrap Essential group that is going on in the chat. Umang, can you dump the Bootstrap Essential group link? See guys, the group link is going in the chat. You can see it. So everyone, you have to just sign up there, just join the group and that's it. Even I have joined that group. So if you post any question, I can see that there. Is that clear? Okay. So now the class that you have for styling the checkbox is form check. Save it. And here we go. And now see, it still looks same. It's normal, but that's fine. It's the styling here is just like it came down. That's all, but that's fine. That's still fine. So everyone, are we cleared with this? Guys, are we cleared? And for radio button as well, you have the same class. For example, let's say anything like give any class. And yes, I also forgot to give it a ID. ID of agree. And here also, here is it's a radio button. So let me just give it an ID of like radio. Doesn't matter. And yes, here also the type will be radio in this case. Let me just give it R. That's fine. No concept here. So ID R, this for label. And for radio button also, you simply have the form check class. Anyone provide a group link, please? Smith Chauhan, it is going in the chat, buddy. It is going in the chat. It's completely like going in the chat continuously. Okay. And here we go. And yes, let me just write some text. Simply like select. Doesn't matter in this case. Just for demo purpose. And here we go. You have the radio button. Is that cleared, everyone? Guys, are we clear with this? Everyone, are we cleared with this? And I think there is one more really cool thing with checkboxes that you can also create something like this. See, everyone, there is also one more thing that let me write anything else, like something like dummy. Doesn't matter in this case. Let me just give it an ID of S. Vishal, it's just simple, buddy. You just have to use the form check class. That's all. You just have to use the form check class. That's it. Form check. It will style. That's it. It will style it the default way of Bootstrap. Form check. Remember the class form check. And see this input type checkbox, input type radio. It's not Bootstrap. It's simply HTML that you have learned already, right? Everyone. Okay. Then I'm saying how to change default radio button class. Again, you have to go and you have to change it. Like you have to again write your own CSS if you want to change it. You have to write your own CSS again. Okay, you have to give it a class and then you can go on and try to change the color. Okay, Janani? So that's simple. Normal CSS. That just how you do it in normal HTML and CSS. That is the way you're going to do it. Okay, normal CSS. Guys, remember anything that you want to change, you have to write normal CSS for it. Is that cleared? Okay. So let me just give it an ID of S. And actually, I just want to try it once if it is working. See, now we have a checkbox. Now you can actually convert your checkbox into something called as switch by just writing class form switch. Let's see if it is working. Okay, nope, it's not working for my case. Actually, we can convert. Why it is not working? Am I not using the correct Bootstrap? Input type is correct, right? Yes, input type is correct. It should be checkbox. You can convert a checkbox to a switch. I think I'm missing some class. I think I'm missing some class here. Why this form switch is not working? Maybe, let me just do one thing. Maybe we don't have to give it here. Maybe we have to give it to the parent. Let me just try. Remove the label for a second. Nope, it is not working. I think I'm doing some mistake here, guys. I think I'm doing a little mistake because form switch works. Yes, I think we have to search it. I just wanted to show you this actually. Let me just see it once. Form switch Bootstrap. Yes, exactly. Let's see. What is the problem we are doing here? Okay, yes. So first of all, you have to give it to the parent, form switch. And here you have to give form check input. So class will be form check input. Okay, that's what we forgot. So form switch will be to the parent. Remove the label for a second. Okay. So form switch will be for the parent. And here it will be form check input. So that was the mistake we were doing. Let's see if it is converting now. And here we go, guys. See, everyone, we have a switch like structure. So Bootstrap is also giving us a simple switch-like structure easily. But yeah, you don't have to write the label here. I think you have to write it afterwards. Let's see if it is working. If you write the label afterwards. Yep. So see guys, everyone, that's how you can actually create a simple switch without writing even a line of CSS. So we're making the class mistake here. The class was correct. It was form switch, but you have to give it to the parent. So remember the combination. You have to give the form switch class to the parent, and to the checkbox, you have to give form check, but add one more thing, input. So add form check input. And here you have to simply go for parent, you have to give form switch. So that was the mistake. We forgot the input. Actually, I forgot the input. So that's fine. So are we cleared, everyone? Guys, so that was the mistake. I thought that there's nothing. Okay, that's fine. Form check input. Yeah, cool, not a problem. So everyone, are we clear? So you can create a simple switch by just doing this. That's all. No need of additional CSS, nothing. Initially for this, we used to write some kind of JavaScript, some kind of animation to move switches like this. But now you simply have a form switch class and form check input class, and it works completely fine. Is that clear, everyone? Are we cleared? Let me just see, because someone is asking this doubt. Let me just see it. I think for that we have to manipulate. Okay, cool. So guys, are we clear with this, everyone? Yes, we can do. Why not? We can do, buddy. We can definitely do it. Let me just give this a simple style of margin left 100 pixels. Here we go. You can see it now, right? Sir, what if Bootstrap becomes closed source? If they make it like paid, then why not? Because see, now I don't think they will make it paid normally, because see, it's again a CSS, and nowadays a lot of people are creating their own styling framework as well. Okay, so if even if they make it paid, it's that good that yes, people will buy it definitely. Even if they make it paid, people will still buy it because it's that better. Bootstrap is like amazing, and but there are very less chances that they will make it closed source, because there are a lot of competitors now, right? Because there are a lot of competitors, and nowadays people are also creating their own CSS frameworks. Okay, their own CSS frameworks. So I don't think they will make it paid, but even if they make it, I think it will still work because it's really cool. But still, it has a lot of competitors, and people are nowadays creating their own frameworks as well. Is that cleared? Okay, margin only for switch. Why not? You can do that as well. Why not? The people, see, Chandresh, whatever they have already downloaded is they are the oldest version, right? What if they upgrade it? So now that depends on them, right? That totally depends on them. Is that clear, everyone? Can you create own style rules? It will be lighter, I guess. Yes, why not, Sujal? I have created my own CSS libraries in my own code, in my own projects. I normally use Bootstrap for my small projects. When I want to work with big projects or when I work with React, I never use Bootstrap. I use my own styling methods. Okay. So everyone, are we clear with this, everyone? Now we're going to focus on something called as cards. Okay, everyone? Okay. Let's go for it. Let me comment all of this out again once. Now let's see today's last thing, that is how to create simple cards in Bootstrap. When I say cards, that means whatever you see on web page. When you go like on web pages, you see this, right, services section where you have like multiple services or packages or everything. You'll understand when I create the card, you'll understand what I'm talking about. So don't worry about it. Okay. So let's see how to create cards in Bootstrap. And cards are like one of the most important components in a web page, because to show things like services, to show things like products, to show things like packages, normally people use card layout. Normally people create like a card with image, title, subtitle, and a button. So that's what we're going to create. Well, there are programmers who are only specialized in CSS programming as a front-end designer, so Bootstrap won't close free open source. Yes. Okay, guys, so let's focus on cards now. Okay, so for that, let me first of all create a simple container. Portfolio website at the end of the session, it will help us. Like my portfolio website or how to create a portfolio website? Chandan, what are you talking about? Okay, so let's create a simple container here again. How I'm commenting the HTML, you simply have to select and use something called as control slash. You have to simply use control slash. That's all. Okay, and again, if you want to uncomment it, again use control slash. Okay, simple. Okay, your portfolio website, I have not created my portfolio website yet. So I have actually not created my portfolio website yet. I'm planning to create it. Maybe in future, maybe in the next 2 or 3 months, I'm going to create it. But right now, I have not created it. Okay, Chandan? Cool. I'm planning to it. I'm planning for it. So don't worry. Maybe in future, I'll create it and I'll show it to you guys. Not a problem at all. Okay, guys. So let's see how to create a card in Bootstrap. And that's going to be simple. So here we go. We have a simple container again. Okay. Now, let's create it. The first class that you need here is a class called card. This is the global class. This is the main class that you have to use, the bigger class, card. And now inside this, you can actually specify everything that you want. Okay. So for example, you can use the image. Okay. And then you have to give it a class of img hyphen card hyphen top, because it's top end. You want the image on like to be on the top. Let's put some dummy image here. So let's just go on Google, try to search something like anything like let's say beach. Okay, so let's take any image. So let's take this one. Let me just right click, copy image address, and I'll just put it there. Let's see how big it is looking. And also I want to just give it a width. Okay, so let me just like give it a width. So style width of like 2 or maybe 250 pixels. And now let's see. Here we go. So you have the card and you have a simple image with the card. Okay, and then so now the image is done. So once the image is done, the top image is done. After that, what you can do is you can again create one more div, and now this will be your card body. Now this will be your card body. So you can give it a class of card hyphen body. It will act like a card body. You can see that we are not writing even a single line of CSS to adjust the image width or to adjust the image height. We are simply giving classes of Bootstrap. So card, then image card top, which is adjusting the width of the image, and then card body, which will contain all the contents. So no need to write any line of CSS here. Okay, and then here inside this you can simply have like an h1 or p tag or whatever you want, and give this a class of card hyphen title. Okay, and write like amazing beaches. So here you go, you have a title. I think h1 is getting a little big, or I think I have zoomed the page. Let me just zoom it out. Okay, and one more thing, let me just increase the width a little. So let me just like, let's say around 300 maybe. And here we go. Oh, still less. 350, 450. This is fine. Okay, and now you can have like a p, to which you can give a class of card text, and then you can have like any dummy text. So I'm simply going to have this dummy text. Have any dummy text, not a problem at all. Like this, it works. See, creation of cards is very simple in Bootstrap. It's like really simple. Normally, you can just go normally and you can just put it like this. Is it okay to put CSS in static file? Yes, why not? It's totally fine, Dipesh. It's totally fine. Inline CSS is not bad. It's not bad. You can still use it, but you should know how to use it, because it's the highest priority CSS. It has the highest specificity. So you should only know how to use it properly. It's not bad. Okay. And now That's it. See, you have like a good image, you have a title, you have a card, and now after this you can have a button, or you can have like a link or whatever you want. For example, you can simply have a button like, let's create a button. Okay, give it a class of btn and then btn hyphen primary, the thing that we just learned. And then you can simply go for like view details, something like that. Here we go. You have a simple card made in Bootstrap. That's it. And now if you want to adjust it, let me just close this. Okay, and what you can do here is, I'm thinking of doing something. Okay, let me just move the container a little down. Let me just give it a like style of, okay, so margin top of 20 pixels. We'll get a little down, and after this, before the card, so now I want to put my card in the row. Okay, actually I want to put my card in a row. Yesterday we learned about the row, right? So here I can go and I can put a row. So div class of row, and then put the card inside a row. Simply take this card and put it inside the row. So here we go. Now it's inside the row. Still see, still perfect, not a problem at all. Here you have a little padding. That's fine because it's inside the row. We can also remove it if we want. Not a problem at all. We have this little padding, but it is looking good. But that is because we have a row class now. Okay, so not a problem at all. We can remove it by writing your own CSS. Now here I can just simply give an h1 of like places to visit. See, without writing even a single line of CSS, like mostly we are avoiding CSS here. So visit like this, and the row I'm going to give it like a margin top. So style margin top of like 50 pixels. Let's see. Here we go. And now just copy the cards multiple times and paste it. Copy one card, paste, paste, save it and see. Now the third card is going down because there is not much space here. So I want to reduce the width actually. I want a little less width actually. So let me just say like 430, maybe 400, not 430. Let me say 400. You can also use coal here if you want. Okay, totally fine if you want to use it. Okay, that's fine. And now you can go in the row, the parent class, and you can give it a class of justify content between, so that you have a between spaces. Here we go, like this. And now if you want, you can like copy one, like multiple cards, and then you can put it down there. It will go down and it will work simply. If you want, take it, paste it, paste it. You can create multiple places like this. And now again, you have to give some margin top to it, to the card. Write your own CSS for that. Go for like dot card. Margin top, no, we should use margin bottom. So let's go for margin bottom and give 40 pixel. So that, yes, you can definitely go for coal, not a problem at all, buddies. You can definitely go for coal MD and everything. So now I have a margin bottom. Okay, let me just use one more card so that it looks arranged. You can definitely go for it. Why not? Okay, and now if you want, you can change images, change the titles, change the buttons, change the text, and you have a set of cards. Now, if you want, you can display products in this way. If you want, you can display services in this way. Whatever you want to display, you can display. Is that clear? So that's how it's creating basic cards. And you know that if you want to create things like this in normal CSS, it takes around like 15 to 20 minutes. But here it just took like 3 minutes. So like a lot of time is saved. A lot of time is saved on creating these simple things. Is that clear, everyone? Guys, are we clear with this? Everyone, please tell me, are we clear with this? If you want to create things like this in normal HTML and CSS, you will need around 15 to 20 minutes. Here, no need of using that. Simply 3 minutes and done. You can change the images, change the content, and everything will look amazing. Just change the, right now I have same images, same content. You can change the title, you can change everything, and everything will work perfectly fine. Sir, please explain the best case scenario from which we can decide to use Bootstrap for particular template. See, I'll tell you. First of all, whenever you're choosing Bootstrap, first of all, whenever you're choosing Bootstrap, choose Bootstrap for responsiveness. Then secondly, think of doing the design, because design is something that a lot of people don't like the Bootstrap design. So they do their own design. Personally, when I also use Bootstrap, I use it merely for responsiveness. And when I like the design, I pick it. But if I don't like the button design or the card design, I also change things. So design, you change it. So always pick Bootstrap mainly for responsiveness and then for design. Don't think that Bootstrap is creating design for us, so let's directly take it. No, take Bootstrap for responsiveness and try to use the designs. But if you don't like it, always change it. Never settle for it. Is that clear? How they have created these classes? They have simply wrote, like for example, see, think of it like this, Chandresh. If I tell you to create this card using HTML, CSS, what would you do? You'll give a width, you'll give a height, you'll give font family, give font size. That's what they have done. Simple. That's how people create their own CSS framework, right? Simple. So just think of it like this. If I tell you to create something like this, what will you do? You'll create different classes, right? The main class for card, then the image, then the title, then the text, and the button. So simply they have given classes so that you can use them multiple times. That's it. They have also used width, height, background, padding, everything internally. Is that clear? Yes, Tujal, exactly. Media query is fun. Why not? Because Bootstrap sometimes get limited. See, any framework will at one time get limited, and that's where you have to use your own skills. So why not? Yes. So you can do almost all the things using Bootstrap, but sometimes it will make you feel limited in some cases in terms of design, in terms of responsiveness, and then you have to use your own things. So that's why it's a CSS framework, right? It's a CSS framework. You can change everything. You don't have to follow it specially. Use only the things you need from Bootstrap, but always write your own stuff depending on things. Don't settle like this. Okay, fine. If Bootstrap is giving this, use it. If Bootstrap is not giving this, I will not even try. No, don't do that. Bootstrap is still CSS. So use whatever you like from, like, use whatever you like from Bootstrap, and also write your own things. Mix everything and then make your site. People who use Bootstrap don't only rely on Bootstrap. They also write their own things. Is that cleared, everyone? I hope it is cleared. Okay, that's cool. To make this responsive, either you can go for some media query or you can give them like cold classes. So let me just try it. See, first of all, see, they are not mobile responsive in this case. I think they are actually. They are, see, they are going down. Yeah, they are responsive. Actually, they are responsive perfectly. You can see it because it's a flex element, right? So it's already wrapped. So they are responsive. So by default, it's already responsive. But if you want to change sizes, if you want to arrange 2 in a line, 3 in a line, then you can use your cold classes, or you can write your own media query. Why not? Everything is still fine. So by default, I think the flex is already wrapped here. That's why they are going one below each other. So they are almost already responsive. But if you want to change things, if you want to change the style, if you want to change the height and width, you can still change it by writing your own media queries. Is that cleared? Tomorrow, I'm going to create a template by just using Bootstrap, and I'll also mix my own CSS. So whatever I'm telling till now, I'm going to use everything tomorrow. And we're also going to see few more Bootstrap classes. So don't worry. Is that cleared? How we know which Bootstrap we should use, or it is only default Bootstrap, and if it is many Bootstrap, how can we use? See, Anita, always go for the latest version, because the latest version will almost have all the things from the previous versions and all the new version, right? So it will always have all the things from the previous versions, and also it will have the things from the new version. So always go for the latest one, latest current version, latest stable version. Sorry, not latest current, it's same. The latest stable version. But we did not put code or style. How it can be? It's flex wrap. It's actually Mera Mad Hakimi, buddy. It's Flex wrap here, it's like flex boxing, right? So right now it's flex wrap that is working here. Is that cleared? Because the container width is going less, right? And container is having flex wrap. So that's why it is wrapping. Actually, it's row that is having the wrap, not the container, the row. So actually container width is going down, and that's why row width is going down. And if the row width is going down, the flex wrap is working and it's going like this. Is that cleared? Is that cleared, Miramad? And don't worry, tomorrow when I create the template, we'll make everything, we'll create a lot of things, and in that thing I'll show you that some things are not looking good using Bootstrap and some things are looking perfectly fine. So I'm also going to mix my own CSS. So whatever I'm telling from last 2 days, I'm going to use everything tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to create a site. I'll show you where to use Bootstrap properly and where Bootstrap is causing problem, where Bootstrap is making you feel limited, and that's where we can also write our own CSS. But yes, Bootstrap saves a lot of time. That's true. Bootstrap saves a lot of time. The basic things can be done using Bootstrap. It saves like a lot of time. You can create designs like much faster, like I think 50% faster. Chandresh buddy, from 16th we are actually starting a session of React. Just be there. There we're going to start React from scratch. Is that clear, Chandresh? How, which class is used for text and image? I don't understand the question. Like, are you asking about which class? Like, for what? As a front-end developer profile, how much Bootstrap is important? As a front-end developer, it's not like very important. If you know it, it's amazing. Because I have seen a lot of front-end developers, they don't know Bootstrap because they know CSS. So Bootstrap is easy, like it's a easy learning for them, right? But it's not like the mandatory thing, but it's important. So I'll tell you, it's not mandatory. To become a front-end developer, Bootstrap is not mandatory. The thing that is mandatory is HTML, CSS, JavaScript in the best way, and some frameworks of JavaScript like React or Angular. Bootstrap is not a mandate. It's just a good thing to have with you. Yes, Himanshu, yes, it is obviously possible to create a multiple page website using Bootstrap. Why not? Notebook, which class is used to adjust the text and image side by side? You can simply create a row and then write an image and then text. They will be side by side. You can simply create a row. If you want to adjust things in line, you simply create a row and then keep your image in a div and keep your text in an element, and then they will go side by side. Sir, please show to change the color of radio button because it's not working for me. Okay, Janani, have you joined the group? I will post the code there. Don't worry. Okay, I will post the code there. Janani, please join the group. Guys, everyone, please join the group. I'll share all the files today of today in there. I'll also write the assignment question there and also solve Janani's question there that she's asking that how can we change the color of the radio button. So I'll write down that code and I'll post it there. The group link is in the chat. The group link is in the chat. Umang, can you once again like pass the group link in the chat? So guys, you can just join the group by clicking on that link. Okay. So Umang, please dump the group link in the chat. Can you do it for me? So when we are working with Bootstrap, which has multiple cards like this, so at time the class is same for all the elements, then what? No, I don't understand. If the class is same for all the elements, then what to like? Why do we have to do anything here? Which has multiple cards like this. So at time the class is same for all elements, then no, I'm not understanding this. What are you actually trying to ask here? Dipesh, can you tell me your question again? Vaishali, to get updates about the session, do one thing, sign up to LetsUpgrade.in. Just go on the site, create your account, and all the notifications and everything will come to your email. Okay? That's what you can do, Vaishali. So join, just go on LetsUpgrade.in, create your account and be on the community. You can also ask doubts, your doubts will be solved, and you can also join sessions, and all the notifications of all the essentials coming up and everything will be in your email and all the community as well. Okay. Yes. We'll do it tomorrow. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Everyone, how to read the site, we'll do it tomorrow. I'll show you how to actually understand the site and how to read it properly and where to find everything. I'll show it to you tomorrow. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry at all. Is that cleared, guys? And the group link is going on the chat, guys. The group link is going on in the chat. Please click on the link and join in there. Okay, everyone? And tomorrow we'll create a pretty cool looking site. It will not be a big site, but at least we'll try to cover everything that we have learned. Okay, so we'll at least have a header, a carousel. We'll try to create a carousel, a good looking card section, and some about us section and a footer. So we'll try to create some cool looking web page tomorrow by using Bootstrap. So don't worry, guys. Be there, everyone. Okay, I hope everyone will be there, and I hope everyone will also ask their friends to come there, because I want everyone to learn. So tomorrow we'll create a web page using Bootstrap techniques, and I'll also show you how to read this site. Okay. What is the deadline for the first assignment? Actually, I don't have any information about that. I think once we complete the session, there is I think you have a 2 days gap. In that 2 days, you have to submit all the assignment. So there is no deadline actually, but yeah, the deadline is after completing the whole session of 3 days. After that, you have around 2 to 3 days in which you have to submit your assignment. Okay, everyone. So the second assignment will be posted in the community in some time, in the group in some time. And all the files of today will also be shared in the community. So don't worry about that. And that's it for today. And I really hope to see all of you tomorrow, because we're going to create some pretty cool looking web page tomorrow using Bootstrap. And also, we'll see how to read the site. And here we go. August 11 is, guys, the deadline of the assignment submission. So August 11 is the deadline, everyone. August 11 is the deadline. Okay, everyone? Yes, Amen, Ravi Verma. I can speak Hindi. Yes, buddy. I can speak Hindi. So bye-bye, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. That is Sunday. Okay, so I'll see all of you tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Everyone, bye-bye. Thank you so much for being there, guys. Bye-bye.
Recent decades have seen a dramatically accelerating pace in the development and adoption of new technologies. But a gap persists in terms of adaptability. What if you can fill that gap from the comforts of your home by upskilling? Introducing PGP Full Stack Program by LetsUpgrade. The most affordable PGP Full Stack program has everything that will take you to the next step of your career via learn, build, share, grow. You learn a PGP Full Stack certificate accredited by ITM Group of Institutions and STC, Skill in your LetsUpgrade.in.
Learn the most demanded skills in industry with 2 years of Python Django, AIML deep learning, data science, web development with React.js, Vue.js. You may pick any one of this track, but you will do system design, problem solving DSA certification, cloud computing certificate also. Be the one that top companies are looking for.